In this video, we'll learn about basic sound setup for Streamlabs OBS. Streamlabs OBS is a piece of live streaming software that you can use on your PC. If you'd like to download it, go to mrc.fm/slobs. I'm also doing a live stream audio course. If you're interested in the full ins and outs of how to completely optimize OBS or Streamlabs OBS to sound great, go to mrc.fm/learn now. So you'll see my audio is coming in, and the reason I know that is because these meters are moving as I'm speaking into the microphone. So you can see that I've set that up correctly. So how do you set this up correctly and make sure you are getting your microphone audio into Streamlabs OBS? Well, it's really simple. The settings cog up here will allow you to go through many basic settings in your installation of Streamlabs OBS. And here we've got audio, and you can select not just one. I've got my audio going through a cam link at the moment to get into Streamlabs OBS, but I can also choose, if I have other audio interfaces, I can choose up to 3 different microphone devices, and they'll appear as separate interfaces. So if I click line here, for instance, and click done, you'll see if I scroll down now, I've actually got 2 captures going on down there, and I can have as many of these as I want, up to 3, and of course the desktop audio, which I can then configure again in properties. Over in audio, I can select desktop audio, and that would be my digital audio. It could be my speakers, it could be something coming from one of my monitors that I've got connected to this computer, or anything that I'm using to play maybe a game that I'm using for my live streaming. So you can also have desktop audio and do really cool stuff with that. You can set the levels all here as well. So if I find my microphone's a bit too loud, I can then go ahead and turn it down so it's much quieter. And when I go quiet, it goes quiet. When I turn it right up, see a little bit of noise floor there. I can completely mute any microphone input by doing this, just clicking the microphone icon there, and it's gone. And of course, if I do not want this secondary device that I've got here at the moment, you'll see it here. I can either rename it, I can hide it, which will still leave it active, so that's not something I want to do. So I'll go back into the cog, back into audio, and I'll go for my device number 2, and I'll click disabled there, and you see it just disappears there from my audio mixer down here. Coming up in future tutorials, we'll look at more advanced techniques to get you sounding better in Streamlabs OBS or OBS. And if you want the full course, I advise you to go to MRC.
When I heard that the high school where High School Musical was shot had never staged a production of High School Musical, the musical, I was shocked.
I can't believe she's dating E.J. Haswell.
You're blowing me off for some theater punk?
It's called a showman's. I want to audition for Gabriella.
I'm auditioning for Troy tomorrow, and nothing is gonna stop me.
You all walked in here as strangers. But after today, you're a family.
Did I just join a cult?
Spend some cash, get some cash back. Plus, a first-year annual fee rebate.
Everything that you're seeing right now is something we will set up in this video. We will go over the settings, graphics and alerts, and I will give you a bunch of tips and tricks along the way. Welcome to the Streamlabs OBS Master Course. You all liked my 2019 version of this video a lot, and I tried to make this one even better. I'm Jelle from The Video Nerd, and I make live streaming and YouTube tutorials. So if you are a content creator and you are interested in starting and upgrading your live stream, then you will not regret subscribing to this channel. And something else you won't regret is buying an overlay from our sponsor for today's video, which is Owned.tv. They have the best overlay packs in the industry, and I know that a lot of you are looking for those. All of their graphic packs are animated and can be installed in just a few clicks using their quick import file. They have fully customizable packages, but also separate elements like webcam borders, Twitch panels, transitions, wallpapers, social media banners, and much more. And hey, they have this great previewer on their website, which lets you test things how they will look while streaming. As I already said, they are on another level, guys. If you need graphics for your stream, you should definitely check out their website. And if you buy a pack right now, you can follow this tutorial to set up that pack with me together while I explain everything. Check out their graphics, they are amazing. The link is in the description. So the first thing you need to do is downloading Streamlabs OBS. So go to streamlabs.com and download the program. The link will also be in the description for all you lazy So once Streamlabs OBS is installed, you should start the program and log in with your Twitch account. You can skip everything from the intro setup right here because we will be doing everything manually. I suggest we go over these settings first so I can explain what's important and what settings you need to set up in the output settings to make sure that your stream is of a very good quality. Let's click on the settings icon on the bottom and I can already see something that's very important. If you ever mess up big time and you can't fix it in Streamlabs OBS, then you can click this button right here to delete all your cache, and this will reset pretty much all your settings. Your graphics will not be gone because those are saved in the cloud. The stream tab is not important because you linked your Twitch account, so you do not need to mess around with a stream key or something like that. Let's skip the output tab for now and go over the more basic but important settings first. In the audio tab, you should link your microphone. Your desktop audio device 1 is your system sound, so your game, Spotify, YouTube, etc. And usually the default setting works just fine. So then we only need to link our microphone, and this will be as the mic auxiliary device 1 right here. The hotkey tab is pretty straightforward. You can just add a bunch of hotkeys, so read through it and see if something looks handy to you. In the advanced tab, you shouldn't change anything, but it's handy to know that you can add a stream delay right here. Then the scene collections tab is used to import and export overlay files. It's this function that our sponsor Own.tv is using to let you import their overlay files so quickly. The notifications tab should not be changed, and then in the appearance tab you can switch from dark to light mode. But let's be honest, everyone likes dark mode. Then also very important is to make sure that Better Twitch TV emotes is enabled right here. Then face masks is something you can play around with, but I won't go into detail about that. Then the next tab, the remote control, is extremely valuable, and it will allow you to link Streamlabs OBS to your phone to switch scenes with your phone, but I'm explaining this later in this video. And then the output settings. This is the tab which causes half of the depressions amongst beginning streamers, so let's end that once and for all. It's a pretty long explanation, but I promise that afterwards you will understand what everything does. And you can set up these settings together with me, so it isn't that bad, right? So what are the output settings? Well, essentially they control the quality of your stream by regulating in what resolution you capture your game, then how hard and how good you are compressing the footage, and then at what speed you are sending it to the streaming servers. The one setting that keeps most beginners up at night is the bitrate, which we need to enter right here in the output tab. And understanding this setting is very important, so I'll be as clear as I can. First of all, what's bitrate? It's the amount of data you are sending to the streaming servers each second, so it relies on your upload speed. It's a very important part of the streaming process, so let me explain you how this process goes. When you press go live, you start sending your video to the streaming servers, and then those servers send your video to all the viewers that are watching your stream. But then we encounter a problem, because if you want a very high quality live stream and your upload speed is very high, then you can select a high bitrate to send it to the streaming servers, because your internet can handle it. But if someone is watching
Hello everybody, this is Pun Frugal Streamer, and I have a new video for you. This is a video about request. Someone was asking about how to remove noise from your microphone in Streamlabs OBS. I was having a lot of issues with background noise, and so I'm going to go through this real quick. I'm going to try to go through this as quickly as possible, so bear with me. It might get a little long, but the first thing I want to show you and I want to discuss is controlling the volume of your microphone. A lot of people have a problem with turning their microphones way up. You don't need to do that. You want to try to find a nice medium, and I really recommend you starting at mid-level at about 50% volume and then either increasing it or decreasing it based on what you want. Now, as I have my microphone, it's currently set at 50% in Windows. And as you can see, I don't have a whole lot of background noise, even though I have a computer that's literally no more than 1.5 feet from the microphone here to the side. And I have a fan on the floor that's blowing air up underneath my desk. Okay. Normally you would think you would hear a lot of noise, because I have my volume set at 50% and I have the microphone, you know, at about half a hand's, at a finger's length from my mouth, you don't need a whole lot of volume, because that's, you know, these microphones, when you're talking into them, they're designed to be right here, right there. You don't need them sitting way off, you know, in front of you, because you're going to have to increase the volume to get the needed level in OBS, and therefore you're going to introduce more background noise. That's why I recommend you getting something like a scissor stand. Okay, so you can kind of move it around and you can put it where you need it. All right, so yeah, I'm going to hush real quick, and I want you to just kind of see where the level is. I'm going to move. Let me switch to my streaming PC. And I'm going to move this down. I'm going to let you see where my level actually is. Okay, so you could barely see right here that the background noise is coming in right at the very end, right at the very beginning there of the VU meter. And that's good. So there's very little background noise actually coming in, and you probably barely can't hear it. Okay, so now let's go ahead and look at my microphone level where it's at. You can see that it's at the green and beginning of the yellow. That's actually pretty good. You could add a little bit of gain to it. You try to get it up here about where mid is, and mid yellow, and that's where the developers say you really should try to keep your microphone at. So I will actually go and let's add some filters to this. So filters is where we're going to be at from now on. And here is the first filter that we have, and that is the gain filter. So I'm going to go click on that, add that gain filter, and then I'm going to give myself about a 3 dB boost. About a 3 dB on that. Add that filter that we have, and that is one. And so I will actually go and let's add some filters to this. So filters is where we're going to be at from now on. And here is the first filter that we have, and that is the gain filter. So I'm going to go click on that, add that gain filter, and then I'm going to give myself about a 3 dB boost. All right, so that's 3 dB right there, and now you can see that I'm up going into the yellow, and that's kind of where I want to be at right there. That's what I'm pretty happy with. I have it from filters to this. So I will actually go and let's add some filters to this.
you're not playing Rust 24 hours, then your base is